CQL is excited to share with you a new tool, the CQL POST, where people can identify the personal outcomes that are important to them, assess the quality of their life, and identify priorities for services and supports. The CQL POST, which stands for Personal Outcome Screening Tool, is an app for iPads that was developed in collaboration with AbleLink Technologies. It offers people an interactive opportunity to identify and prioritize their goals and support needs. The app has both English and Spanish capabilities and is ideal for organizations that offer planning or direct services to people in the behavioral health, aging, or developmental disability communities. The app can be used independently by the people supported or with assistance if desired. The post can be completed quickly, typically taking 15 to 30 minutes to complete. And individual or aggregate results are immediately available, easily accessed by email. The post is based on CQL's Personal Outcome Measures. The Personal Outcome Measures, or POM, is an in-depth interview designed to gain comprehensive information about a person's quality of life and whether the services they receive are supporting them to achieve the outcomes that really matter to the person. The post, by comparison, provides a snapshot view of how things are going and what's important right now. The CQL post includes questions related to 21 quality of life areas. These questions are answered by the person based on their own perceptions and life experiences. For example, the post asks, "How is it going for you when it comes to seeing doctors, dentists, and other medical people?" The person responds with, "Really well, somewhat well, or not happening." The next question is, "How important is it right now that you see doctors, dentists, and other medical people?" The person responds with, "Very important, somewhat important, or not important at all." If the person wants the question repeated, they can push the blue replay button. If the person wants more information about what the question means, they can push the purple More Info button. While the person must answer all questions, they can go back to a previous question or response by pushing the back button. They can change an answer or check to see how they responded. When they finish, they must push the next button to move to the next question. The results are summarized in an easy-to-read report. If the person has an email address, the results will be emailed directly to them. The results can also be printed and given to the person. Post results can be very useful when planning for services and supports. Upon completing the survey, the individual has a user-friendly, one-page summary of their results, illustrating the importance of each outcome to them, how they are doing in achieving each outcome, and where their priorities are. This can both empower the individual as they enter the planning process and provide the support coordinator with valuable information to focus the planning process. Priorities are identified by comparing the level of attainment and level of importance in each life area. Having this information at a planning meeting or during discussions about services and supports will guide the person and supporters to identify where more comprehensive assessment is needed to determine the person's specific needs. For example, if someone's results identified choosing where and with whom to live as a priority, the person and their supporters can focus on how to promote that priority. Focusing on what is most important can result in improved quality of life for the individual. The POST and the Personal Outcome Measures are both quality of life tools, yet serve different purposes. Both tools can be used to learn about people, their uniquely defined goals, and their success in achieving these outcomes. Both tools also provide organizations with data to assess the supports they provide and inform organizational improvement. Both tools focus on the person as the authority on how things are going and what is most important. The POST app is a screening tool, offering a snapshot view, while the Personal Outcome Measures is a conversation that probes the outcomes and supports, resulting in a more comprehensive view. The post requires a shorter time commitment, typically just 15 to 30 minutes to complete, while the Personal Outcome Measures requires 60 to 90 minutes for a full interview. The POST app can be completed independently, without a trained interviewer, while the personal outcome measures is an interview facilitated by a trained certified interviewer. While complementary, the POST app and personal outcome measures are not the same tool and have different purposes and different results. For a person looking for or receiving supports, the POST app is useful in identifying how things are going right now, exploring what is important to the person, and determining next steps. The POST can be especially useful for individuals interested in short-term or intermittent supports, where an expanded interview is unnecessary. POST results can then guide, as necessary, the support planning process to specific areas for additional inquiry. It can also more quickly identify pressing needs. For organizations, the POST app can be used to assess people's view of their current life circumstances on an individual level, as well as aggregated across an organization's services. The results can be used to identify the needs of people and direct resources for improved responsiveness to those needs. It is a learning tool to better support quality of life. The CQL POST can be used by people with and without disabilities. It can be used for people with intellectual disabilities, people using mental health or behavioral health services, and for people who are aging. The POST can be used for a program, an organization, or a state agency. For more information, go to www.c-q-l.org/post. If you have questions, feel free to contact CQL by emailing us at info@thecouncil.org. Otherwise, you may purchase the CQL POST app through iTunes or Apple's App Store by searching for CQL POST app.